Good evening, everyone. My name is Roger McKay. I'm a National Sales Manager with FHTM Canada, and I want to welcome each and every one of you here tonight and really applaud you for taking time out of what I'm sure is a busy schedule to have a look at a financial opportunity that is literally exploding across North America today. Canada launched in 2005, folks, and I'll tell you what, we are creating business history right now with this company. The purpose of this overview tonight is to share with you a financial opportunity in a way that you'll be able to have the information so that you can walk out of here tonight and make yourself an informed decision as to whether you see value in this business or not. And folks, let me share with you a little bit about my background, just so you can kind of see where this business is coming from my eyes and how I see this. I grew up in Atlantic Canada, and guys, I'll tell you what, I know what it's like not to make a lot of money. I grew up in an environment that there just wasn't a lot of that around. So I know what it's like not to have, but I also know what it's like to make a lot of money. I moved out to Western Canada at the age of 21, and I spent 22 years of my life building up a successful construction renovation company. And here's what I found out. I, for 22 years, did something that I did not particularly enjoy, made a lot of money, and I sacrificed a lot of my days as I went through life doing what? Investing, so that one day I could have a regenerating or a passive income that would be equal to, not less, but equal to or more than what I was earning as I went through my life. Because you know what? I did not want to go out and work a lifetime to have a pension or have an income that was 40% of what I hardly could get by in the first place. Now, don't get me wrong here. I made a lot of money in the construction industry. But I also found something else out at 43, and that is that there's no reruns in life. How many people in here, by show of hands, have ever done something that you did not particularly enjoy? How many people in here tonight are doing something still that you don't particularly enjoy? Show of hands. Well, you know what? It's not a problem to be there. The problem would be if you stay there. Folks, all I'm going to do tonight is show you something that you can do outside of what you're currently doing for an income and show you how to create yourself a regenerating income and some serious immediate income with our company, FHTM Canada. My question to you is this. How well are you being paid for your time right now? Think about this. We all have the same 24 hours every day. God's given us the ability to control our thoughts, and you know what? We live in a country that we can spend them 24 hours however we want. But you know what? Why is it some people are out there working 24 or 40 hours a week, right? And they make less than $40,000 a year. These are some of the hardest working people in Canada and North America today. You know, and then we've got others out there that are working the same 40 hours a week. They're making $100,000, $200,000. We've got others out there working the same amount of time. They're making $500,000, $2, $5, $10 million. What's up with that? Well, I'll tell you, best-selling author Robert Kiyosaki, in the Cash Flow Quadrant, a book that he wrote, it was a bestseller, clearly defines where all the money in North America is being made today. You see, in North America, 95% of the population are employees or self-employed. And what I mean by that is they basically own a job. I had a construction company. I had a lot of employees, sub-trades, this type of thing. I had some leverage. But you know what? It took me a long time to figure out I simply owned a job. That was not, in my opinion, a business asset. You see, a business asset is something that's going to continue to pay you long after you're done building it. But here's what I knew all along. I always knew the day when I shut my construction company down that my income from that company would stop. Therefore, I sacrificed a lot of today's by investing and stuff like this so that one day I could have that regenerating income and walk away. Well, guess what? At the age of 43, lost 75% of all my investments, and found out in a real hurry when I looked at that I had done something, as I mentioned, that I didn't particularly enjoy for 22 years. There was no way for me to recapture that time in my life. Once that time was spent, it was gone. Simple as that. Well, you know what? The core value of the employee is security. And I do not believe today that there is such a thing as job security. There's a lot of corporate resizing, restructuring, and this type of thing going on. Many kids out there today are not going to, there won't be a pension at the company that they're working with at the end of the day. And you know, retirement, who'd want to try to retire on an old age pension of $840 or whatever a month anyway, right? So here's the deal. I knew myself that I had to go and change my income earning strategy. I knew that when I stopped that business, my income would stop. So I today am over on the right-hand side of this quadrant where we've got B-type business owners and investors. And these people, they make up only 5% of the population, yet they control 95% of all the money. I mean, that's incredible, folks, when you really understand that. I did not understand these things. This is public knowledge. Many people are aware of this. Myself, I didn't. Because had I known that many years ago, I assure you I'd have gotten over on the right side of that quadrant a lot quicker. So the thing on the right side of the quadrant also is these people, the investors and B-type business owners, they don't buy into the security. They have moved out and taken a little bit of risk in their life. And what their core value is freedom. They don't want somebody telling them when they got to get up, when they go to work. You know what? I owned my job, right? I owned a construction company, but that business monopolized my thoughts, monopolized my time. Every time I was out at the lake, it was always, I got to get back to Edmonton. I got to go do this because I got to be ready for tomorrow. I was sick and tired of having that control of my life. And folks, I'll tell you what, funny how that is when a person's ready for a change in their life and they actively go out and look for it, the solution will come. Guys, on the left side of the quadrant, as you can see here, time is traded. On the right side, time is leveraged. There's 3 key financial principles for you to get this done in your lifetime. Number 1, you have to learn how to leverage your time. In other words, get paid on the efforts of many people, not just yourself. That will allow you to earn the type of income that you would have the excess cash to be able to go out and invest and put your money to work for you. Folks, I tell you what, money will work tirelessly 24 hours a day for you, but there's also investments for the wealthy and there's investments for the rest of us. There's a lot of investment games out there that you don't get to play in unless you've got a lot of cash, liquid, okay? So the other thing is learn how to build yourself a residual income, a regenerating income. Folks, that's what I'm going to share with you tonight. You see, my goal when I owned my construction company was to create an income through a passive income or a regenerating income so one day I'd be able to go out and not be tied to a job or a business and be able to go out and do some things that I couldn't do during my working career. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you. And what I found to be true with Fortune High Tech Marketing, FHTM Canada, is that you can go out and create a regenerating income a lot faster than you could ever imagine doing with a job or a business. And that's been a fact for myself. Folks, let me share with you who that company, FHTM Canada, is. Our company is a network marketing company, and we are diversified. We market in several different industries. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you the products and services that we're marketing, how you can make some money in this company, and also how to get started with our company. As I mentioned, we're a network marketing company. We're diversified. We market in several of the hottest industries out there: technology, communications, telecommunications, nutrition, travel, etc. Being diversified like that allows us to stay on the cutting edge of any new advancements in these industries, and it keeps us from being tied to any one particular downturn in any one industry. Absolutely ingenious what Paul Orbison has put together here. And we market for some of the biggest companies in the world today. And I'll share with you who some of them companies are in a moment. But when you really look at this now, we're diversified. We market for large companies as opposed to owning the companies that we market for. That allows us to eliminate the risk of ownership also in these industries. We'll let these big companies that we market for, we'll let them figure out where the market trends go in the industries that they're good in. Let them be good at what they do, and we'll be good at what we do. And what we do, we build distribution networks of independent representatives, and the byproduct of that, as you're going to see shortly, is a massive international customer base. Our